Okay, I am here for day 96 of the 100-day project. And I've used some of the papers before, but not the waxed. These are the papers. This is a piece of paper that was glued, two pieces glued together, and then beeswax on the outside of it. And some gets on the back side as well. But I've shown you papers that I had burned, and I want to just demonstrate this. Before I start, though, I have a tea light in a porcelain bowl, a small bowl. I also have a thing of water, which is critical that you have this close by because you never know what's going to happen. And I wasn't sure. I did experiment before I came on camera with a piece of this paper, and you can see how it burns. It's still got some beeswax that's damp and water. Well, I guess it's the water that I sprayed to get the fire out. Okay, so I'm going to do this on camera, and I do want to stress again to make sure that you have water close by when you do this. Okay, so I'm going to start by holding this over the fire, the candle, and you can see it's starting to smoke a little bit. Now it's burning, and there it goes. So I'm gonna spray it to get the fire out. It hasn't burned all the way through, so I do want to do that before I finish with this paper, so I'm gonna start it again. It should start the fire, well, maybe not quicker because of the wax, but let's see. There we go. And so now it's burned all the way through. The fire is out. It's actually out in my candle as well. I have a thunderstorm brewing outside, so I don't know what's going to happen as a result of that. So this is a piece of paper that I'm going to use. I'm going to take a paper towel before I start and wipe off the water. But you can see how interesting papers become when you do a little fire. But again, I caution you to make sure that you have water around. You saw how it blazed up. Okay, so I've got this piece of collage paper, and you know kind of how it was created. It has a stamp on it, but I think I'm going to turn it upside down. But before that, I have a piece of collage paper that has some red on it, and you can see that you can actually see through this waxed paper. Okay, so I'm going to take a glue stick, and I'm going to put some glue down here to attach this piece of paper to. You can see the red on this side. You can see it all the way through to the hole and then beyond. I have another piece of it that I'm going to put on top of this. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. You've seen me use this before. This is drywall tape. It's the fiberglass kind. There is a paper tape as well, but this is the one I'm going to use, and I don't know why, but it was broken on that place, so I'm just going to cut it, and I'm going to attach it here. I've got that nearly dried up golden titanium white paint that I am going to put up. Well, that's a little too much. It is very, it's really drying up, but it makes a kind of a nice texture when you put it over, especially over this drywall tape. Okay, and put the top on that, and I'm going to wipe my finger off. And this is kind of an interesting thing too. I have not done this before. This was in one of my, I'm not sure if it was this one or another one that I have. It had paint, it had coffee, and it turned into like a skin, like you get with acrylic paint that you take off of a porcelain surface. So I am going to apply this. Now, like I said, I've never done this before, so I don't know how it's going to do, but I'm going to apply it, some glue stick to it, and put it down. You can even see the letters from the top that I used, which is kind of interesting, I think. Okay, so I've got that. I have a paper bead that I'm going to attach to this. I have red embroidery floss with a knot at the end. Was just a nice flash of lightning there. I'm going to take it through this. I can hear the thunder rumbling. We had like a 30% chance of rain. I think perhaps it's probably 100% now. Okay, so I'm going to go through the whole. I'm not nervous about the storm, but my hands are shaking, and maybe I had a little too much coffee. Okay, and I'm going to go back through this paper, and that skin and the paper. I just let that paint dry, and the paint and the coffee dry. Nothing special was done to it or anything. It just was left there, and then when I pulled it up, it came up, easily. And so I just thought, well, I'll save it. Maybe there's something I could do with it. So I just thought I would give this a try. All right, so I am all the way through. I don't have cardboard today. I maybe should have, but I don't. Well, let's see. Let's do it. There we go. Pulled it right off of my needle. Like I said, I get it first time sometimes, and sometimes it takes more. So I'm just going to tie a knot. I'm going to hold it. Well, I'm going to try to pull it tight. Then I'm going to hold it down close to this. Hell, that didn't work. Let's try that again. I want to hold it down close to the cardstock that this is on. Maybe watercolor paper, I'm not really sure. Okay, there we go. And maybe I'll do it again since it could be closer. Okay, so now I'm going to clip the thread. I'm going to put a bit of masking tape on it, just to make sure that hopefully the threads will stay in place. And I don't know how this skin is going to work, but we will see. Okay, so there is day 96 of the 100-day project. And now you know how to burn your paper, but make sure you have water. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow.